How easy is it to catch 4 different trout species on a fly rod in the same day? In a place like this, I didn't think it'd be that hard. I mean, the Rockies are full of streams stuffed with browns, rainbows, brookies, and cutthroat. Anglers who catch 4 different trout species in one day complete what's known as the Trout Super Grand Slam. Now, I love competing for things, and Alex does too, so we picked a day and a spot on the map where we thought we could pull this off. And remember how I thought it wouldn't be that hard? I thought it'd be so easy, in fact, that when Alex and I decided to attempt it last summer, I added a twist. We could only fish the same 2 flies, 1 dry and 1 nymph, all day long. With endless miles of river to explore, 4 fish we had to catch, and just 2 flies to do it all with, things got a bit western. And you won't believe which fish was the hardest to catch.
That is a brookie.
There
Let's
we go.
Oh my gosh!
No!
How did that happen?
That was a pretty brookie too.
That was so pretty.
Had a bunch of red on him.
Ah.
We started our Super Grand Slam on a creek that's full of brown trout in its lower reaches with lots of rainbows and brookies up higher. And because I'm a gentleman and a scholar, I let Alex fish first.
So today, we're gonna be fishing dry dropper rigs, but we can only use 1 dry fly and 1 nymph pattern the entire day.
What happens if I lose my nymph or my dry fly? Am I just done for?
So like you can use multiple flies, like if it gets caught on a branch or in a tree. I mean, if Spencer gets caught on a branch or in a tree, that never happens to me.
Hey Alex, what happened there?
We got it back, baby! Oh, that would have been terrible. And the hardest part about deciding which dry fly or nymph I want to use is these brown trout down in this lower section of the river. They're kind of picky, but then the brookies and the rainbows, they'll eat whatever you put in front of their face. And then the cutties that we're going to go after, they're quite sophisticated. They've been fished to quite a bit. So trying to think through what fly would work for all of those scenarios was a bit of a challenge.
How long did you stay awake last night worrying about it?
I've honestly, so I had a 7-hour drive out here, was thinking about it the whole time. We've been driving around this week, fishing different spots. I've been trying to think of what fly will get the job done. But because there's mayflies out and about, there's caddis out and about, we're almost getting into the time of year where terrestrials are out and about, I decided to go with the Royal Flush, which is an all-around attractor pattern, but it's the same size as a lot of bigger mayflies, caddis, smaller terrestrials. So I felt like this was a good option. It also is gonna hold up a heavier nymph. And speaking of nymphs, I have decided to go with one of my other favorite flies. That is the Spanish bullet. It sinks really fast. It's got a buggy looking profile. It can be a midge, it can be a mayfly, it could be a caddis. It's just that really good shape for all of those bugs. You didn't see that one coming, did you, Spencer?
No, I thought you were gonna go for a Frenchie.
Nope, we're going Spanish bullet. I may regret that decision, but we'll see. This creek is really fun because it's a lot of classic pocket water. So I am just chucking my flies into every little soft spot. Because if we know anything about fish, they want to do the least amount of work for the most amount of food possible. So they're going to be hanging out in that slower water, waiting for food to come by in the faster water. So again, slower water, faster water, I'm gonna chuck my flies up right on that seam and then just high stick it. Try and keep as much of that fly line and leader off the water as possible. Oh, oh! You see that? I missed him. I think I was a little early. I saw him coming up to eat that dry fly. I got too excited. I didn't wait. Oh, there was a smaller one. I don't even know if he could get that in his mouth. That's a good sign though. I've already had 2 go after that royal flush. Well, I think they wised up after I missed that first one. So this one's gonna be tricky because I've got a friendly tree branch right here that is just eyeing my flies. So I gotta thread the needle. All right, let's take a couple steps. The real money spot is gonna be up in this cove where the water's moving slower. But in pocket water, you never know. So I like fishing everything. And when I get in situations like this with a lot of tree branches, I like to just slow down and be very intentional with each of my casts. Boom, there we go. Came up and ate the royal flush. Super pretty brown trout. Sweet, on the board.
There's been a lot of green drakes hatching here lately, so I almost went with a parachute Adams to imitate all the mayflies. But we're in this pocket water. We're gonna be fishing a lot of water like this today. I want a fly that floats better, so I went with the elk hair caddis. They just ride a little bit higher in this rougher water than the parachute Adams, and there's a lot of caddis out here. I even had one crawling on me earlier while I was filming Alex catch his fish. Because there are so many mayflies still out and about right now, I am rocking a Perdigon because it sinks very quickly, which is important in very fast water like this. And I happen to know the fish here love Perdigons. The Perdigon and the caddis are both a size 14. Hopefully the caddis is bushy enough to hold the Perdigon up. We'll see. Because I don't think I get any switches, do I?
Nope.
Okay, so hopefully it doesn't sink my dry. So I know Alex fished through this already, but he caught his fish like right here. I don't think he hit this part yet, so I'm gonna drift through it before we move upstream. Just checking up above me to make sure I know where my casting room is so I don't hang up in a tree. Just get that dry dropper floating through the pocket. If there's, oh, boom, there was another fish in there. Brownie.
On the board.
we've got a choice to make, Alex. We can try and catch a rainbow here, or we can go upstream to where I know there's tons of them and get them and the brookie. So how lucky are you feeling? Because the rainbows, when you catch them down here, are big.
I say we fish our way back to the truck and see what happens.
Okay, let's do it. So this is the same river. We just went like 15 miles up the canyon. You go from that high desert to alpine goodness. And I'm hoping that we didn't go too high. As you move up this river, the brown trout peter out. And then you get to a point where it's almost exclusively rainbow trout. And then all the way up at the top of this creek, it's all brook trout. I hope this spot that we've picked is a good mix of rainbows and brookies. We're about halfway up the creek, so we'll see if my suspicions are correct. There's really not a section on this creek that mellows out. It's like this the whole way down. So just gonna be picking off more pocket water, looking for a brookie and a rainbow. So let's see what we got here. What do we got?
Looks like a brookie.
It's a rainbow.
Ah! It's a dark one, that's cool. Super pretty.
Come here, buddy. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I just saw a fish try and eat my nymph. That was cool. Oh, crushed a dry fry. Crushed a dry fly. Brookie.
To get off.
No. I didn't get him in the net. You know the rule. All right, here we go again. I think this was just sabotage. All right, let's not be dumb. What's great about brook trout? If there's one, there's probably a bajillion.
Can we adjust our rigs?
What?
Can we adjust our rigs? Because yours looks like it's sinking.
Maybe.
Is that allowed in the rules?
I don't know, that's moving really fast. There we go. That was a rainbow.
Not yet, it's not. Now it is. All right, I need my brookie. Oh, that was really cool. He ate it right at the tail. And they'll do that in pocket water. They'll wait right until the last second to eat it. It's always fun to watch them. But that was another rainbow. So,
yeah, we don't care about those now.
no, I need a brookie.
Hopefully I didn't hook the only brookie in this section of the river.
I hope you didn't. I'm gonna take a step or two up. So if you notice, one other thing I'm doing is I'm not casting any line and I'm holding it tight against the cork, because as that rainbow just showed us, when these fish strike, they go quick. So you've got to be quick on the draw on those sets or you're gonna miss them. That guy surprised me, which is why I missed him. And now I got caught down here. That's wonderful. I have not adjusted, oh, dang it. I haven't adjusted my rig at all since down lower, so I might need to shorten that dropper up. I think it's getting so deep the fish don't even see it.
Was that a rainbow?
Yeah. It's also a rainbow. Good, buddy. I hope we get out of the rainbows and find some brookies, because if not, we're gonna have to hike more, I think, to find where the brookies are and where the rainbow kind of fizzle out a little bit, but we'll see what we got here. Ooh. So even when you're fishing to trout that are as eager as these guys are, principles still apply. Work close to far, make sure that you're not skipping over fish that are right in front of you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working the ends of these, the tails first, and then getting up to the heads. Here, brookie, brookie, brookie. Oh, he came up and ate it right as I pulled it out. I think Alex's rig is going to clean up through here, because I don't know if you can hear it on the audio, but we can hear cicadas just going nuts. And I think they're looking for something a bit more substantial than my caddis, but I've had eats, so it probably doesn't matter too much. There we go. Is that my brookie? No, it's another rainbow. If I can net him.
I can't wait to go hike. What about you?
Yeah, we might have to. That's my brookie. If I get it in the net.
Don't lose it, don't lose it.
I've never been that happy to catch a tiny brook trout.
Nice. I see a brookie chilling right here in this side channel. Think he wants a royal flush?
I sure hope so.
Make your first cast count. That was bad. Cast it a little too far. Oh!
What'd you do?
He came up for it, and then my leader got caught on the branch. And then my fly got caught on the branch.
That's so sad.
Ah! All right, I'm gonna try and army crawl up there and get it off.
Okay.
Just trying to stay low. I can still see the brookie right there. Got it. And honestly, this dropper's kind of driving me crazy because I can't get it in this tight of a pocket. So I'm just gonna snip her off for now. We're gonna go single dry fly. I'm not even gonna cast. I'm just gonna dab the fly right in front of him. Whoa, it's a rainbow!
I thought you said it was a brook
I
trout.
swear it was! Oh my gosh. I swear I saw orange. Oh, I would have bet Spencer's salary on that being a brookie.
It's not saying much.
Oh, that was a refusal. Or he missed it. Or it was too big for his mouth because that was so small. Oh, that one was small too. That is the downside to this royal flush. With these fish being so small, sometimes they can't quite get it in their mouth. That one I just missed. That is a brookie.
There we go.
Oh my god!
No!
How did that happen?
That was a pretty brookie
That
too.
was so pretty.
Had a bunch of red on him.
Ah. Gonna work our way over to this other pocket in the middle of the river. These brook trout got an attitude, so I feel like this is a spot where they're likely to be hanging out. Just missed one there. Just missed one there. All right, might even try that side seam all the way over there. Yes!
Don't lose it.
Brookie! Oh gosh, I'm gonna fall in the river.
Nice work, man.
Oh. Well, that was fun. All right, now we are going to head to another river that has cutthroat in it. And we're not talking these little tiny brookie and rainbow sized cutthroat. We're talking big cutthroat, so I'm excited. Let's go.
Alex and I picked our flies for this challenge today based on what should be hatching right now. And we have a good idea of what should be hatching because we've done this fly fishing thing for a while. But if trying to commit to memory when a pale morning dun hatches or when a caddis hatches seems like a lot to remember, don't worry, because we've actually put all this information into a free year-round hatch chart so that you can pick the right fly no matter where or when you're fishing. And you can grab it at the link you see on the screen or in the video description. I'm a little nervous about these cutthroat. This is gonna be the toughest fish of the day.
Yeah, I feel like I panicked a little bit this morning.
What, you? Not my Alex Stolz. You would never panic.
With my dropper choice. But, I mean, they might crush the royal flush.
They might. There's been enough cicadas out and about. But, no, these cutthroat, normally Cutty's got this reputation for being kind of easy, right? But these cutthroat get fished to a ton. They're big, and it's a spring creek.
It's like the trifecta of picky fish.
It really is. So we've got to be on our A games. We'll see what they want. But I haven't fished up here all year. This is my first trip in 2025 to this
Really?
creek. Yeah, I usually fish it a couple of times a year, but just haven't made it up with everything going on. So we will see what happens. I'm a little nervous. This could be what does us in. I'm even more concerned now than I was driving up here because I counted 13 other vehicles parked along the river. So I fear these fish have been hammered just a titch today. But we're up here. I'm trying to be stealthy because as you can see, the water's crystal clear and it deepens up. There's a little trough right here, so it's shallow and then it goes deep and then it shallows up again here at the end. So I'm gonna try and run my dry dropper right through that. And again, I'm gonna work close to far. So I'm not gonna cast all the way to the head of it yet because I think I see a fish messing around at the tail of it. So let's hope that these guys wanna come participate today.
We've seen a couple caddis buzzing around, so advantage Spencer.
We will see, won't we? All right. It's right where I want it. If I was a cutthroat, I'd eat that. I'm regretting that size 14 Perdigo now because it lands with a plunk. I think every fish can hear it. It's that guy fishing or is he throwing rocks at us? I don't know, Steve. But I'm not gonna find out. I shortened this rig up for the last of the other creek with those brookies and rainbows. Now I might need to add some length to it because this does get fairly deep right here. I'm gonna give it one more spot before I do that though. Oh, fish just rose right up there. Okay. So it just rose more towards the head. So let's see. You want a caddis treat, friend? Oh! He refused it, and then I think he ate that perdigon. Why would you refuse that caddis? What's wrong with you? Another fish just rose, yeah. I'm gonna try for that bit of dark over against the far bank there. Fish, come on, fish. No. Oh, there's a big one that just moved right. He is right. Ooh, that's a big fish. I don't know if you could see him, Alex, but he's tucked right in that little pocket over there.
Right in between two rocks and under a tree branch?
Yep.
Classic.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see him on my glasses on.
He hasn't broken the surface either. He's just sitting there. No, no,
That's tree.
no.
Oh no. That's done for. You just spooked one down here.
Yeah.
Gonzo.
All right.
Well, since Spencer broke off, I'm gonna give it a whirl, and I still have that single royal flush on. My Spanish bullet is about the same size as his perdigon, so it's also going to kersplat on the surface. So I think a single dry is probably the way to go right now, especially because we've seen some fish rise. So I'm gonna cast up here, give a mend, just let that drift right by his face. Oh, what a refusal!
That was a big
Did
time
you
refusal.
see that?
I did. Yeah, that was absolutely no thank you.
That he came over, looked right at it, went
Yep.
right back into his spot. And that's what I was afraid of. Might be a little too big for this river. It's all right. We're gonna get it. We're gonna try and get it closer to the bank. Oh, now it's dragging. Oh, another refusal. Tied on that Spanish bullet again, about a foot and a half below that royal flush. So now I'm gonna lead him away. Oh my, that wind. Big gust came in right when I pushed forward. Oh, that's so hard. That wind. There we go. Oh, a little guy just came out right here and almost ate it. Hey, I'll take anything at this point.
Right?
I'm just shifting to the left so I can get a better angle.
You know, I've never caught anything out of this hole because there's so many snags.
Oh!
Yeah, you had a fish on.
Dang it! That was a small one again. He came out from under the grassy bank. I don't think my dropper's long enough. I did lengthen that dropper about a foot. So we went from 12 inches to about 24. I'm just gonna keep working my way up. Might throw one over here to the left though. Right on that shelf. Nobody wants to eat that? Okay, we're gonna take 3 more steps and I'm gonna try and land one on the far side.
There we go, you did it. Grand
Let's
Slam
go.
complete.
Spanish bullet.
Nice little corner pool here. Just gonna get this up and on the foam line. And this is where my dropper really might start pulling its weight. Ooh. Or it might start pulling my fly down because it's too heavy. So we'll see. Come on, fish. I know there's fish in there. Yeah, I could see one right here, right at the tail. He just came out from under that bank. I was saying how much they love that cut bank. That's a big fish too.
Try and get it right on his line.
Yeah. These cutthroat know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two. Come on. Dude, I know that was in your kitchen. But see, that's the thing with these ones. They just don't care. And it is mind-blowing how they'll just sit there and ignore. I mean, he's eating. He's probably eating trico nymphs because we are seeing tricos come off. And nothing I have on here is going to even remotely represent a trico. Yeah, no, he's zero interest.
Yeah, I think he knows we're here.
100% he does.
I don't know, maybe hit the head where the water's moving faster.
Let's see.
Find a less discerning fish.
Why do these challenges always come down to me not catching a fish?
Bro, you got the hat. We got the mojo. Something's gonna eat.
You gotta hope so at this point.
Tie your dropper back on.
Yep, dropper's back on. There's a nice little hole right here. This is the kind of random water they've been in today. So let's see that I've spooked them out of anyways.
There we go.
Wait,
Tell me that's a brook trout.
that's a brook trout. Are you kidding me? Oh,
How many brook trout have you caught in this river?
this makes 3.
In how many years?
3 years. I see a fish. I don't think it's seen me yet, so I have to time this in between wind gusts. I might have to step over here to get the. Yeah, I will. Oh, and I spooked him. As soon as that dropper hit, he took off.
One just rose.
Where?
Right in the soft water closest to us. Right in the middle. Like 3 feet in front of where your fly just landed, right there.
Well,
But
let's see.
maybe 2 feet to the right and up from that.
Oh, that's a fish, Alex. If it's another brook trout, I retire. I've done a thing. I have accomplished something for once. Thank you, Mr. Cutthroat.
That was a piece of cake, just like I thought. The fish were pickier than either of us expected, but that's kind of what it's all about. Being out on the water, rolling with the punches, laugh crying when you finally catch the fish you spent hours chasing. If that isn't what it means to live real life, I don't know what is.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And we're always looking to improve our content here at VFC. We want to make these videos as entertaining and as educational as possible. So if there's something that you really liked that we did in this video, something you want to see more of in future videos, drop a comment and let us know. And if there's something that we didn't do as well as you'd like to see, or if there's something different you'd like us to show you next time, definitely let us know that as well. We appreciate it again a ton. Thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping those comments. And if you want to watch more of these how we fish videos, we've got a bunch of them. You can click the link you see on your screen to go check those out. Thanks again for watching.